Ciso. Oh, it's fabulous! A strike to get you up off your seats.
Hello and welcome to Seagulls Social, our first ever Europa League preview. And
Bloody
boys,
hell.
it's a big one. It's Brighton
well. Look at
versus AEK Athens. Yeah, look at this.
We've
got the
come
lights, we've got the Europa.
correct.
Yeah, you come up correct. I'm the only one letting the team down, unfortunately. But Ben and Ryan are coming correct with the lights.
And we've also got
Ryan-
a new background, Maz.
Oh
Around
yes,
again.
yeah, we do.
Let's
Sorry,
that.
yeah, we got a new look around, look
On
everyone.
a budget, though, this one.
Yeah. Our
Spend all
designer
that.
was off on holiday, so Ben.
Yeah. We spent our £10 from last year that we made, unfortunately.
Yeah, the £7.80 we made in ad revenue's gone. So yeah, cheers guys, cheers everyone. Cheers. Hit that like button, smash
Yeah,
the subscribe
please,
button,
run it up. Share this everywhere.
run it
Need
up
Mike.
because we need we need to do everything, I think.
we do.
But Ryan, let's just start with you. You went on holiday. How's your holiday?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've returned since my holiday, but yes, holiday was lovely, mate. It's been a while
You
since
look
I've
very
spoken to you,
tanned.
actually, to be fair, because
Yeah,
I mean, to be
missed the
fair,
last episode.
the mixed race stuff helps as well, to be honest. But no,
Tell me
it was
about it.
nice to stop for a bit, you know. But,
All this melanin,
yeah,
mate. I
me
can't
and
get
Maz
enough
can
of
laugh
it.
at Ben every single time. Yeah, them sunbeds, mate. Ben's only been close in a tanning sort of fake tan thing, so we're all good.
Yeah, it's only fake time, mate.
Yeah, and Ben, how are you, mate?
Yeah, still getting over Saturday. We're recording this on Monday night, and yesterday was a write-off. Sunday was horrendous.
Yeah.
I don't know how me and Ryan managed to record because my brain was fried. My social battery was done by 10:30. And yeah, today still
I
feeling
was
rough as
buzzing,
shit,
to be fair.
but we're good. We're talking about a monumental day in the history of the club, and so I've got to bring the energy for that.
Yeah, bring the energy, boys. Of course, there is a big Monday night football game which we are missing for this. So you know, this is the commitment we have to the cause.
I'm gutted, I
So
can't lie.
I'm sure we're a decent game. Right, boys. Of course, we are playing AEK Athens, and before we get on to
Who?
the preview, I just want to quickly say. We're all obviously going to be there. We're all going to be there for the first ever European game. We're all going to be in attendance to the Amex. So if anyone wants to see us do any content prior to the game, if we've got time, let us know if you'd want us to do anything outside the stadium or whatnot. But before we get started, I just want to say, personally speaking, what a mad journey it's been. Even to be sat here talking about the Europa League is, to me, just mind-boggling. From like, I know obviously I'm a bit older than you boys, so obviously from the Widdean days for me to now going to the Amex to watch, AEK Athens and all the other teams come to the Amex. It is just mind-boggling. Just quickly from each one of you, Ryan, we'll start with you. Just sum up quickly what it means to you as a Brighton fan, seeing the journey we've come through, and finally the time has come for us to play in Europe for the first time ever.
Yeah, I mean, it's mad, isn't it? Really, when you actually think about it, I think that's what's weird because I'm in that sort of modern way now. If I expect that we win most games, I expect that we dominate most games, and De Zerbi's almost just given me so much confidence every week that it's not mad anymore. If anything, we're probably thinking we could do one better and get to Champions Leagues very soon. So in that respect, I'm absolutely loving that side. But yeah, when you just take a step back and think, wow, yeah, like this time last year we appointed De Zerbi. We were very worried over what happens with Graham Potter, and you know the season before that, obviously the expected goals curses before that in the lockdown eras. It's insane. Even just in the time of doing this podcast, like we were complaining about centre forwards, mate, every single week, and now we've got goal scoring options. We're bringing off Anthony Fati, João Pedro off the bench, and Evan Ferguson. Times have changed well and truly, but I think that fans have also kept up with it. At least I hope and think so.
No, definitely. And Ben, talk to us.
Well, sorry, I was just doing some research because I
Put it
did.
down.
I don't know what the good question was because I remembered something that Jack. Sorry, God, I remembered something that Jack told me on Saturday about AEK Athens, and I just wanted to double check and stuff like that, just to quickly do some research. Yeah.
All right. Well, the question was just quickly, Ben, in your own words, can you just quickly sum up what it means to you as a Brighton fan?
Clearly a lot.
Yeah, clearly a lot because you were listening and paying attention. But Ryan gave us a lovely monologue, so did I.
Come on.
Yeah, and then you bloody just sat there and gawped at the screen. So, yeah, in your own words, can you just quickly summarise what it means to you as a Brighton fan to be in the Europa League?
incredible, isn't it? I'm going to try not to repeat what Ryan says because I don't know what he said, but I think it's just been such an incredible week so far already in the club's history, beating Man United, spanking them at their turf, and then playing our first ever European game. It doesn't really get much better than that, to be honest. So it just means a lot, and I think Thursday is just going to be such an incredible day when we're in the stadium, hearing the music play, seeing the Athens fans going mental because I'm sure they're going to bring it and they're going to be incredible. It's just going to be such a mad experience, and more of a pinch yourself moment when we're there for sure.
Love it. And of course, everyone who's listening, watching, let us know in the comments as well. What that moment is going to mean to us. Obviously, you can wait until after the game on Friday morning if you want to comment. It'll be great to hear from fans as well, everywhere, listening and watching. But boys, let's not beat around the bush. We're not going to claim that we know loads about AEK Athens. I can barely say it, let alone say I know a lot about them. However, just quickly, I've done a bit of basic research, and they have got European pedigree. They won the double.
Mad history.
Yeah, they've got an incredible history, especially in Europe as well. They've also got they won the double last season. They won the league and won their equivalent to the National Cup, if that's what we want to call it. And they missed out to Antwerp this season in the Champions League qualification. So they obviously won the league, but didn't qualify for the Champions League group stages. Hence why they're in the Europa League with us. So they're no mugs, so to speak. They've got European pedigree. Ben, we'll start with you. What do you expect to see from them, if anything, come Thursday night?
I'm expecting a club that's experienced Europe near enough every single season. Just from my basic memory of them is just always seeing them in some sort of European competition, whether it be Champions League or Europa. So they're going to be so used to this occasion. Well, on the flip side, for us, we're literally babies going into this. We have no idea what it's going to be like. They'll be prepared. I can't imagine they're going to take the game to us, to be honest. Again, not knowing too much about the team and how they play. I mean, they'll probably be looking to get a good point away at us. I'm sure that'll be a really, really good result for them, because for us, this is a game that we should be winning. Don't want to sound too confident, but we should be winning this like 2 or 3-0. I'm going to give us the benefit of the doubt being the first game, and maybe there'll be these nerves because it's quite a big occasion. But I would be happy with a 2-0 result. But I think Athens will be coming to get a point. Maybe they'll be sitting back. But it will be interesting to see what actually happens though.
And just before we get your point of view, Ryan, I don't know if this helps you or not, but they played 3 games this season. They've drawn 2, won 1. This is domestically speaking. And of course, in the Champions League qualification, they lost to Antwerp and drew against them, I believe. So, they haven't exactly been on fire at the beginning of the season in their respective league. Again, do you pay much attention to that when it comes to a European tie?
Yes and no. I think, obviously the experience for them is always going to be the one-up, but I don't really care about experience in these sort of things, because I think that De Zerbi's really proved that it doesn't really matter. We're a good team now, and I expect us to cope with whatever we're faced with. I think the only thing that is going to be good fun in this sort of Europa League thing is watching the different fans come from abroad. That's going to be very, very exciting. I think Athens fans are known notoriously very crazy guys. I think we're going to expect some flares, and I don't think the
lots of
West
be
Street
happy about them.
Outside Prism, is this going to be madness before the game?
I've heard there's a lot of police around, apparently all around the Brighton station. Everything, it's being treated as if it was a Crystal Palace game or something, a rival game. I think we're expecting a bit of a good fan turnout, to say the least. But in terms of on the pitch, I don't really have any particular sort of worries over who we play, because it's just like any other game for us. I think that's what De Zerbi will say. It's another game, whether it's Athens, whether it's Man City, whether it's Burnley. We want to win the game, and that's it.
On the flip side, though, sorry, I was just going to say, I don't think it doesn't. I mean, it obviously matters a lot about what you're doing in the league and then bringing the form into another competition. But then on the flip side, if you look at Sevilla last year, I'm pretty sure they were like bottom half of the table in the Liga for the majority of it.
They were battling relegation.
And they won the Europa League.
Yeah.
They obviously, I think they dropped out of the Champions League, won the Europa League. So you can have that confidence in different competitions. And it might be a bit of a relief for the Athens players if they're not having the best domestic season. They've got a fresh start and a new campaign and a new tournament.
Yeah, and also just a couple of players, just sort of I've seen in the, again, I'm not claiming I know loads of stuff about them or anything, but I saw a couple of players that stood out for me from them. Like I don't know if you boys remember Nordin Amrabat, used to play for Watford in the Premier League. He's there. Domagoj Vida, the one who plays for Croatia, centre back, the long blonde hair.
I just Vida, Vida. Probably know this,
Vida, And Jibril Sidibe, who used to be.
I thought you were going to say Cisse. I was like, surely he's like 50 years old.
Yeah, same. I thought you were going to say Jibril Cisse. So that's quite a long name.
No. Jibril Sidibe, who used to be at Monaco at right back. So yeah, they've got some really experienced players. Some really experienced players, which obviously will come in handy. Yeah, good on FIFA. Yeah, if we go by Ben's scouting knowledge. But going back to a point, Ryan, you mentioned earlier, Ryan, about sort of doesn't matter about who we play. On that note. Who do you want to see? Let's go back to let's focus on Brighton now. Who do you want to see start? Obviously, we had a very rotated team against Man United. Do you want to see that same team, or do you want to see that revert back to the one we had before against Newcastle?
Yeah, I don't think we'll do the same. Just on the basis that we clearly rotated for that game, and we rotated before. I think De Zerbi's made it quite clear he wants to rotate as much as physically possible, just so that no players are getting completely out of it. So. Yeah. I think the only two that you would keep, whether you'd give Igor a chance, personally, I'd still like to see Van Hecker and Dunk alongside each other. Veltman, I think, is a bit of a name that you'd want there too. And whether it's Purvis, whether it's Lamptey, happy either way. Perhaps this could be one where we finally see Lamptey and Estupiñán together. That could be interesting if you wanted to rest Veltman. Midfield sort of makes itself. Perhaps you bring back Gilmour just for a bit of stability. Gross has to start. Thinking front three. Who we got? Gross, Gilmour together, double pivot. That worked against Newcastle. Ferguson could even come back in. João Pedro.
You'd expect March maybe to play to get minutes if he was rested.
Was he injured against United?
Apparently he had a knock.
Yeah.
So who knows? But I guess actually saying that, if he isn't back in training, then probably won't be. Maybe Fatty starts. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe Ansu.
True.
Interestingly, Ryan, on Igor actually, because it'd be a bit, for me personally speaking, I think it'd be a bit of a weird one if you threw him in, because seeing as he hasn't made a start yet for us.
Yeah.
But I suppose he has got that European pedigree. Like obviously he got to the final last season with Fiorentina. The Conference League final. And obviously he's clearly a good player if we sign him. I believe in what De Zerbi, like whoever he puts out. Let's be real. After bloody Man United, honestly, he could put out the under 21s, and we could put out
Buzz the boot guy.
Yeah, Buzz's boot room. It'll be interesting to see if Igor does get a feature. I suppose that'll be good. But yeah, Ben, any changes to Ryan's sort of potential 11?
Yeah, no, I would like to see Fatty play. To be honest, I think obviously he missed that chance against United, but he's also got some European experience as well. So. I think if you're going to play Igor, then this would be the game to do it. You're not going to wait until like a League Cup game, but we've got Chelsea in the League Cup, so it's not like you're going to play him against like a lower league team.
Yeah, it might be worth playing him against Chelsea, to be fair, because you put out against a lesser team like Chelsea in the Cup, it probably is a good time for him to get minutes. You'd want to focus on your big games, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, to be fair, AEK Athens is a tougher fixture than Chelsea at the moment. So
it probably will be for us. But yeah, no, I would like to see.
They can get past them.
I love it. Igor and Fatty, I'd like to see.
Yeah, Igor and Fatty, I like it. All right, boys. Well, look, I feel like we've pretty much covered everything we wanted to cover.
I do have something that I wanted to cover because of what I said earlier about something that Jack told me. It's a fun fact about Athens, and we can play a little game. What do you think AEK means? Hopefully you haven't got Wikipedia in front of you.
Oh, okay. Wait, does it stand for?
Yeah, three different words.
Okay.
Ryan, don't type. He just turned off his mic. He turned off his mic. I heard it slam a little bit.
You cheating man.
Actually, I tried to type it then. Yeah.
So wait. Okay, is it something that we'd be able to guess, or is it something ridiculous?
Actually, no. To be fair, you probably won't get it. So it means. Okay. It means. I'm not actually going to try and pronounce it in the Greek term, but AEK is the translation of Athletic Union Constantinople, because back in 1919 and 1922, there was a Greek-Turkish war, and basically Constantinople used to be the former name of Istanbul. And in Istanbul, there were loads of Greek refugees or Greek people living in Istanbul, and they all moved back over to Greece and then created the team. So yeah, they're called Athletic Union Constantinople Athens.
Oh, so they've technically got like Turkish links. AEK.
Yeah, Turkish links, which is quite cool. But Jack did say he said this to his taxi driver the other day, and he was saying you shouldn't call them refugees or something like that. But I mean, it's what it says on Wikipedia. So if we have offended you, I'm sorry, we don't mean to, but that's what it says on Wikipedia.
For legal reasons, Ben was reading off Wikipedia, so
for legal reasons.
Yeah, the views of Ben Spalding is not echoed by that of Ryan.
Called them a small club earlier. I said who, and now I'm calling them refugees. It's a really good start for European journey.
Attack him, basically.
Yeah, I like that, Ryan. I like that disclaimer. We're going to get that on the screen as well.
If you do want to attack me, my name is Ryan Adset, by the way. My name is Ryan Adset.
Right, let's
I'll change the names I'm going to change the names on the graphics so they'll never know.
Let's wrap it up, boys. Let's wrap it up. Ryan, score predictions. And let's go scorers this week as well, actually.
Okay. I think we'll win because I think that the whole thing, and it needs to be said that the whole day, the whole evening of being at the Amex under the floodlights for a Europa League game must not go underestimated. That whole vibe is going to be like an atmosphere we've never experienced before. Everyone's new to it, as we say. So it needs somebody to come in and just capture that moment, be the star man of the night. And I don't know why, but it's in my head that he's going to be João Pedro. I just have a feeling that it's João Pedro's night or Ansu Fati. It's going to be one of our new boys. They've got European pedigree written all over them, in my opinion.
I like it a lot. Score prediction?
Score prediction. Let's say a comfy 3-1. I think that they'll score because we're quite expansive, aren't we? We tend to concede again, but I think we'll outscore them 3-1.
Nice. Ben?
I'm going to say, I was going to say 3-0, but I'm going to say 2-0 just because the occasion might be a bit too much and maybe we won't get that many goals. But I think we'll get a clean sheet. I don't think they'll score. And our goal scorers will be, I think Danny Welbeck will start again. That would be great. And he'll score if he does start. And yeah, Fatty as well.
Love it. Yeah, do you know what? I can actually see Welbeck starting, but just purely because of the experience.
Exactly.
The European pedigree experience.
Ferguson's injury as well.
Yeah. Ferguson maybe wanted to, make sure he's not do you see what happened to? I know this is completely off topic, but see what happened to Wan-Bissaka? He came on against us and then got injured, and now he's out for like 4 weeks.
Jesus.
So
Ferguson came on against United and he done well. I guess it's about managing his minutes and not rushing him back.
No, exactly. Yeah, I think that's the point I'm trying to make. Is like if we were to rush him back, could he get another injury and then we miss him out for like a month or whatever. But going back to score predictions, I'm going to go for also. I'm going to echo Ryan. I'm going to say 3-1 as well. And I think standout player is going to be. I think Matoma is going to turn up, as in he always does. But I think he's going to step up. He's going to step up under the European lights at the Amex. I think he's going to show us all.
You know what would be incredible though, for Pascal Gross being the unbelievable player he is.
I was just going to say this, Benny. You just
scores our first Premier League goal.
Yeah, that'd be unreal.
And then scores our first Europa League goal. That would be cool.
I can see it.
Waves.
I can see it now. The statue that's going to be built in about 5 years' time of Pascal is going to be that moment he scored that first ever UEFA-ish goal. That is written for me. Yeah, Pascal. Pascal, that is it. It's done.
That's a great shout.
It's done.
Like
100%.
I like it, boys. Absolute pleasure. Hopefully we'll try and link up on Thursday. We always seem to miss each other somehow, but we'll try and link up on Thursday. And also as well, we love seeing everyone. So if anyone's around the ground and wants to see us, let us know. Tweet us, Instagram us, whatever you want to do.
Me and Ryan will be in the West Upper.
Yeah, I'll be in the West Upper. I'm in the West
joining
Lower.
me again.
How are you? Joining you again, mate.
Okay, so I've got to stay. I've got to stay in my seat half time again then.
No, don't do that.
I'm West Lower, but I'm sure we can meet up at some point.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, look, everyone watching, listening, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really means a lot to us. It does help us out a lot. And of course, rate us, give us 5 stars if you're listening as well on all the Spotify, Apple, all that jazz. But yeah, we shall see you after the Athens game and hopefully our first ever Europa win league.
Well,
Win league
actually,
win.
yeah. On that,
Europa
try,
win
yeah. I
league
think if the
title.
North is still open after the game, then we can meet in the North as well. That'd be cool. Have a cheeky pint.
Yeah,
But then
or
wait
before.
for the queues to die down.
See
Yeah,
see what's happening before.
I've actually got the day off, so
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get down there a bit early.
Ooh.
I could be at Grand Central before.
Maz looks at his girlfriend with a cheeky grin.
she's giving me the best.
This is
If
for
anyone's in
work
Brighton
though.
before,
It's
I
all
could
it's
be
all
at
for
Grand
work.
Central before, to be fair.
Yeah,
Oi,
Grand Central. I'll see you at
If
Grand
you want to come
Central.
there.
I will be there.
Jeez.
Could be worth a
Oh,
shot.
we will
I
be
might
there.
be, I might not
We
be.
will
I
be
don't
there.
know, but yeah.
Right.
Either way, we'll
Peace
see.
out.
We'll see.
A-Town down.
Peace.
Peace.